press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hello everyone. Okay, in the previous class we all are studied about our physical features, physical features of our country. Yes, how many physical features of our country? Yes, there are 5 physical features of our country. So here physical features is divided on the basis of landforms, climate and natural vegetations. Okay, so here there are 5 physical features of our country. Okay, so first one is northern mountains, and second one is northern plains, and the third one is western desert, and the fourth one is southern plateaus, and the fifth one is coastal plains and then islands. This is our 5 physical features of our country. So in the before class I already told you, now it's very important. Okay, so in this, on the basis of these 5 physical features, our next chapters on basis of our physical features. Okay, so here, so first we are going to know about northern mountains. Okay, so it is our physical features of country. Okay, northern mountains. Okay, so here northern mountains include the Himalayas. So in generally we can say it, in the northern parts we can say it, we can see the Himalayas. Okay, so here northern mountains include Himalayas. Okay, and the Karakoram mountain ranges. So in the north part, okay, in the north part we can see the Himalayas. Okay, so here the word Himalaya means abode of snow. Himalaya means abode of snow. So in the previous class I already told, now northern mountains always covered with the snow throughout the year. So in this part, okay, so it is highest mountain range in the world. So here it is the highest mountain range in the world. It lies in the north and northeastern. So here we can say in this north and eastern part it lies. Okay, here we can say the high mountains here in the north and eastern part. Okay, so in this part we can see the great Himalayas. Okay, here it extends from Jammu and Kashmir. It started from Jammu and Kashmir in the west to Arunachal Pradesh, and in the west part here Jammu and Kashmir, here we can say the Jammu and Kashmir. So it started from the Jammu and Kashmir, and also in the eastern part we can see in Arunachal Pradesh. Okay, here it covers the distance about 2500 kilometers. Its width is here distance is 2500 kilometer. Okay, and the width, okay, width between 150 and 400 kilometers. Width is between 150 kilometer and 400 kilometer. Okay, width is 150 and 400 kilometers. Okay, length is 2500 kilometers, width is between 150 kilometer and 400 kilometers. So Himalaya contains some of the highest peaks in the world. We can see it now. So the highest peaks we can see in the northern part of our country. Okay, they remain covered with snow throughout the year. So here in the northern part, throughout the year, it's covered with the snow. Okay, Mount Everest is the highest peak in the world. Mount Everest is the highest peak in the world, lies in the Himalayas. It lies in the Himalayas. Okay, so here it is 8,848 meters. 8,848 meters. Okay, see, like this. Okay, 8,848 meters. It is in Nepal. Mount Everest is in Nepal. Okay, so Sir Edmund Hillary of New Zealand and Tenzing Norgay of Nepal were the first to climb the Mount Everest. Who are the people climb the Mount Everest? Yes, Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay are the first people to climb the Mount Everest. Okay, so here in 1953, the first Indian woman to conquer the Mount Everest, Bachendri Pal. Who was the first woman to climb the Mount Everest? Is Bachendri Pal. In 1984. In 1953, Tenzing Norgay and the Edmund Hillary climbed the Mount Everest, and the first woman to climb the Mount Everest is Bachendri Pal in 1984. Okay, so here the Himalaya mountain consists of 3 parallel ranges. They are, so in this part I already told you now, there is a 2,500 kilometers. Okay, so in the northern part it consists of 3 parallel ranges. Okay, they are the Great Himalaya, also called Himadri, and also Middle Himalaya, also called Himachal, and Lesser Himalaya, also called Shivlik. Okay, so this is a 3 parallel ranges. Okay, so here 3 parallel ranges. So first one is Great Himalaya. First one is the Great Himalaya. Great Himalaya. Himalaya. So first one is the Great Himalaya in the northern part of our country. The Great Himalaya is are the highest. It is the highest, okay, range. So here they lie in the extreme north. It's lie in the extreme north. They remain covered with snow throughout the year. I already told you now, northern part is always covered with the snow. Okay, so here glaciers. Glaciers means slow moving river of ice. Glaciers means slow moving river of ice. Okay, originated from these mountains. Okay, so originated from this Great Himalayan ranges. So here first part is Great Himalaya, second one is Middle Himalaya, third one is Shivlik Hills. So in this part, we can see it glaciers. Glaciers means slow moving river of ice. Okay, so originated from the Great Himalaya. Okay, here. So many rivers like Indus and in Ganga, Brahmaputra and Yamuna originated from the great Himalaya. Okay, here and from these glaciers, okay. So here the two very high peaks in this ranges. We can see two high peaks, high mountains. We can see in the great Himalaya. Which are there? Yes, Kanchenjunga and then Annapurna. They are the two high mountains in the great Himalaya. We can see it in the great Himalaya. There are two high peaks, Kanchenjunga and then Annapurna. Okay. So next one is Middle Himalaya. Middle Himalaya. Okay. So here lies toward the south. It's coming to the south now. So here it lies to the south of the Himadri or of Glaciers altitude, and also it is in the Glaciers altitude now. Altitude means height. Okay. So here their ranges are covered with thick forest. So it's covered. Middle Himalaya covered with the thick forest. Okay. There are many beautiful valleys and passes in these ranges. So in this Middle Himalaya we can see thick forest, okay, and also valleys and passes. Passes means for example, this is the mountain, and from the middle of the mountain this is the route to go to far places. So it's called the passes. Okay. So here we can go one place to another place from middle in the middle of mountains. Okay. So it's called passes. Okay. Here many beautiful hill station we can see in the Middle Himalaya. Okay. So here like Shimla and then Kulu and then Muzirai, Nainital and Darjeeling are the very beautiful hill station we can see in the Middle Himalaya. And then in summer people came here to escape from this in summer what the people do? They came here to escape from the heat of the plains. So here many peoples, tourists, they all come to these places to escape from the extreme heat in summers. Okay. So summers it's suitable for going this place. Okay. Very beautiful hill station we can see in these places in the northern eastern part. Okay. So some crop cultivated is done in this range, and also many crops are grown here. Okay, in this part. Okay, this is about the Middle Himalaya. Okay, third one is Shivalik range. Shivalik range. Shivalik, okay, are located in the extreme south part. So here it is located in the extreme south part of our India. So here it's south part of our India. Okay. So here they are the least altitude. Not very high, but in the least altitude. Okay, we can see it least altitude. Altitude means height. Okay. So here thick forest is in this ranges. We can see the thick forest are full of wild animals. Here in this part we can see the thick forest. In the Middle Himalaya also we can see the thick forest, and then Shivalik hills also we can see the thick forest. Okay. So here Shivalik slopes down to merge with foothills. Okay. So the foothills of Shivaliks are called Tarai. These foothills are called in Shivalik range There are called foothills. These foothills called are terai. Okay. So the government has developed some wild sanctuaries. Sanctuaries means home to protect wild animals and birds. Okay, sanctuaries. So here refugee to protect the wild animals and safety from pursuits, persecutions of other danger. So it's protection. It's gives protection. Sanctuaries means protection to give the wild animals, birds. Okay. So here government has developed many sanctuaries here in the Shivalik range. Okay. So here and national parks also we can see in this part. Okay, in this region. So Jim Corbett National Park, Jim Corbett National Park we also see here in Uttarakhand. In the Uttarakhand we can see the Jim Corbett National Park. Okay, was the first national park of our country. If I ask which is the first national park of our country, yes, Jim Corbett National Park is our first national park of our country. Okay. So to the northeast are the Purvachal ranges or the eastern Himalayas. So they are not very high but are covered by the thick forest. Okay, they are not very high, but in these ranges this covered with the very thick forest. So the northeastern ranges include the Khasi, Jaitan, Naga, Lycium and then Mizu hills. So in this part we can say the hills. Okay, and so here this is why the Himalayas are very useful for us. Okay, why the Himalayas are very useful to us? Yes, the Himalaya act like a wall on our northern borders. So we are sharing borders with the many countries now. So it's act like a, yes, so it's act like a wall. Okay, on our northern borders and protect our country. So Himalayas protect our country. Okay, from enemies. Yes, yes, Himalayas protect us from countries, protect us from enemies. Okay, they also protect us from the cold winds blowing from Central Asia. And also the Himalayas, it's not even your textbook, I am generally telling. Okay, so Himalaya protect us from the enemies and also it's protect, yes, us from the cold winds blowing from Central Asia. Okay, so here the Himalayas stop the monsoon winds. Himalayas stops monsoon winds from going further north and this bring heavy rainfall to the northern plains of India. Okay, so these Himalayas are very important to us. Okay, so Himalayas are very important to us. It's also protect and also it's protect us from the cold winds blowing from the Central Asia. Okay, and also what they do, the Himalayas stop the monsoon winds from going further north and this brings heavy rainfall in the northern plains. Okay, so here and here so in the northern mountains, here also people are living here now. So now we will study life in this region. Okay, life in this region. So which city comes in northern mountains? Okay, what they eat, what they wear, yes, their language. Okay, their lifestyle and the important crops, yes, language and capital city. So here in the northern mountains region includes Jammu and Kashmir. So in the northern region first comes Jammu and Kashmir, and then Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Sikkim, the northern part of West Bengal and northeastern states. Northeastern states, the seven sister states, yes, yes, very good. Assam, Arunachal Pradesh, Mizoram, Meghalaya, yes, Manipur, Nagaland, Tripura. In the northeastern states, 7 states of our country, yes. So first one is Jammu and Kashmir. Yes, Jammu and Kashmir. It is paradise of earth. Jammu and Kashmir is called paradise of earth. The capital of Jammu and Kashmir is Srinagar during summer and Jammu in winter. So it changes, summer and winter, capital is changes, okay. So here languages people speak here Urdu, Kashmiri, Dogri and Ladakhi, okay. People speak these languages. And Kashmiri, Kashmir cool in summer. Why it's Kashmir is cool? Yes, yes. Kashmir here we can say northern mountains always covered with the snow, so that's why the Kashmir is always cool in summer also. So here Kashmiri wear long woolen cloths. Yes, woolen protect them from the cold now. So they wear woolen cloths, okay, long woolen cloths. It's called piran. It's called piran, okay. And men and women cover their heads to keep warm. And headgear, we can say it headgear, they covered their head, okay, to keep warm, okay. And then they also a kongri. Kongri means small pots. They always carry with themselves with burning coals to keep themselves warm, okay. So places like Srinagar, Pahalgam and then Gulmarg and Sonamarg are famous tourist spots. There are many tourist spots in Jammu and Kashmir, okay. It's called paradise of earth, okay. So here and there are several lakes like Dal and Ular. Some people live here in houseboats also. Some people live in a houseboats. So here many people work in the fields during the summer season. So in winter they can't go outside. Why? Because of cold. So here in the summer season they work in the fields. They make handcrafts also from wood. From the wood they make many handcrafts, wood from the woolen, okay, and carpet, they make shawls, okay. Shawls of Kashmir are very famous. Shawls are very famous there, okay. They grow paddy and also they grow many crops like paddy, wheat, maize, rajma, apples, cherries, peaches and all walnuts, okay, and saffron. So saffron is very costly now. In Jammu and Kashmir they grow the saffron also. An important cash crop also is cultivated here. Some people raise sheep and goats, okay. The main festival celebrated is Eid. In Jammu and Kashmir the main festival is Eid and Shivratri, okay. The people drink khawa, specialty of Jammu and Kashmir, okay. And then Himachal Pradesh, okay. So Himachal Pradesh is also a mountainous state. So it is also a mountainous state, okay, like Jammu and Kashmir. The capital of Himachal Pradesh is, yes, Shimla. The capital of Himachal Pradesh is Shimla. So here the main occupation of people is, guess it, what the main occupation is? Yes. Here the main occupation of people is farming. Okay, farming is the main occupation. Many people raise sheep and goats, and the main crops are grown here: paddy and barley and maize. So here, and plums, apples, okay, like are grown in large quantities. They grown in large quantities and supplied to the parts of our country. Okay, they supply them all parts of our country. Okay, so here, and also they make handcrafts. Okay, here also they wear the they make the shawls. Okay, shawls, and even most people speak here Pahari and then Punjabi and Kashmiri. So they are the main language speak here. And Dasara is popular festival here in Himachal Pradesh. Dasara is very popular festival in the Kulu and Kangra valleys. Okay, Shimla, Dalhousie and Dharmashala and then Kulu, Manali are very famous hill station. Here in the Himachal Pradesh we can see the famous hill stations. Yes or no? Yes, Manali, many hill station we can see in Himachal Pradesh. Okay, and thousands of tourists visit here. So many thousands of people visit here, every year they visit. Okay, so in summers many tourists visit. Okay, so here in next one is Uttarakhand state. Here first one is Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh. Next one is Uttarakhand. Okay, Uttarakhand is also a very cool state. Okay, Dharmala and Kuman hills are found here. So here hills also found here in the where? Yes, Uttarakhand, and rivers such as Ganga, Yamuna flow through here. Okay, and the capital of Uttarakhand is Dehradun. Dehradun is the capital of Uttarakhand. And in the Uttarakhand we can see the many holy places here. In Uttarakhand we can see the many holy places. Okay, like Haridwar, Gangotri, okay, Yamunotri, and then Badrinath, Kedaranath are in Uttarakhand. These are all holy places in Uttarakhand. Okay, and Sikkim, next state is Sikkim. Sikkim has been derived from the word Sikkim, meaning happy homeland. Sikkim means happy homeland. So here Sikkim means happy homeland. Okay, Sikkim is in the northeastern part. So here in the northeastern part we can see the Sikkim. Okay, here in the northeastern part we can see the Sikkim. So Kanchenjunga in the third highest mount we can see in Sikkim. Okay, here lies in Sikkim. The capital city of Sikkim is, yes, Gangtok. Gangtok is the capital of Sikkim. Okay, the people belongs to three main tribes, and the three main tribes people are living here. Okay, Lepcha and Butai and then Nepali. The main tribes people are here. Okay, Sikkim is famous for beautiful orchids. Okay, beautiful orchids. Many orchids we can see in the Sikkim. Okay, people in the state, especially women, are colorfully dressed. So we can see in the Sikkim people. Okay, they wear very colorful dresses. Okay, women wear very colorful, dark colors they wear. Okay, beautifully dress up. Okay, Darjeeling in the northern of West Bengal. It is famous hill station. Darjeeling is very famous hill station. Okay, so Darjeeling tea is world famous. So in the Darjeeling there is a famous tea, Darjeeling tea. Okay, here world famous Darjeeling tea is very world famous tea. Okay, so the Tiger Hill in Darjeeling is place worth visiting. So in the Darjeeling there is a place, Tiger Hills place. That place is very beautiful place. So it is worth visiting place. If you get chance now, go there. Enjoy the Darjeeling, the Tiger Hills. Okay, in the Darjeeling. Okay. So here next, northeastern states. I already told the northeastern states. Okay, Assam, Arunachal Pradesh, Manipur, Meghalaya, Mizoram, Nagaland, Tripura, 7 sisters of our state. Okay, of our country. In this part, India is home to 7 states and also called 7 sisters. People in these states have their own custom, dress, language. In this part, people have their own language, custom and dress style. Okay. So here, first one is Arunachal Pradesh. Arunachal Pradesh is the largest state in the northeast. It is the largest state in the northeast. Okay. So it has a small population. It has a very small population. Okay. So the capital of Arunachal Pradesh is Itanagar. So the Brahmaputra river enters India. So here from the Arunachal Pradesh, its Brahmaputra rivers enters from Arunachal Pradesh. And agriculture is the main occupation. Agriculture is the main occupation of the Arunachal Pradesh. So here they grow many crops like paddy, millet, maize, okay, and then wheat, ginger, and then oil seeds are grown here. Where? In Arunachal Pradesh. So then it is also ideal for fruit orchards. Ideal for fruit orchards and horticulture also. Okay. So next state is Manipur. Next state is Manipur. Manipur is a land of hills and valleys. Manipur is very beautiful state. It is land of hills and then valleys. Okay. So here Imphal is the capital city of Manipur. Imphal is the capital city of Manipur. And then farming and weaving is main occupation. Farming and weaving are the main occupation of Manipur. And here they also make beautiful things. Here they also make many beautiful things from wood and bamboo, okay, bamboo cane and then leather. They make many beautiful things. That things supplied all over country. Okay. So here next state is Himalaya. So sorry, next is Meghalaya. Okay. Next state is Meghalaya. Meghalaya means abode of clouds. Meghalaya means abode of clouds. Himalaya means abode of snow, and then Meghalaya means abode of clouds. Okay. So here the capital of Meghalaya is, yes, Shillong. Shillong is the capital of Meghalaya, which is Meghalaya is also have a beautiful hill stations. Meghalaya is also have a beautiful hills stations. People of this state belong to Garo and then Khasi and Jaintia, okay, tribes. Here in Meghalaya there are many tribes people also here. They grow paddy, jute, potatoes, okay, and then sugarcane, pineapples and oranges are grown here. Where? In the Meghalaya. Okay. So here so next state is which state? Yes, Mizoram. So Mizoram is a land of hills with its capital at Aswal. Aswal is the capital city of Mizoram. So here the main language spoken is in the Mizoram is Mizo and then English. The main language spoken here is Mizo and English are the main language spoken here. Okay. The majority of the people are Christians. In Mizoram, the majority of the people are Christians. Okay. Here, agriculture also the main occupation of the people. Here also the main occupation is agriculture. Almost these northeastern countries, almost all our country is based in agriculture, isn't it? Agriculture in our country, agriculture is the main occupation. Agriculture is the main occupation of our country. Yes or no? Yes. So here, next one is, yes, Nagaland. Nagaland capital is Kohima. Kohima is the capital city of Nagaland. Okay. Here, it is hilly area. So Nagaland also a hilly area covered with thick vegetation. Covered with very thick vegetations. Okay. So the Naga tribes are dominated here. So in the Nagaland there is a Naga tribes. So here in the Nagaland there is a Naga tribes are dominated in the Nagaland. Okay. And then their dance is popular all over India. There is a very famous dance in the Nagaland. So the dance is very famous in all over world. They like to wear colorful dress. Okay, they like to wear colorful clothes. Like they decorated their clothes themselves with shells, bones, ivory, feathers, and horns. What they do? They decorate their clothes with the help of shells, bones, and ivory and feathers and horns. Okay. So in this lesson we all know about the northern mountains. Okay. So why the northern mountains is very important. We all studied now why it is northern mountains is very important. Okay. So highest mountain peaks we can see in this northern part. Okay. So here, and also we studied about the life in this region, famous life in these regions, what the people eat, what the people grow, their language, their customs, traditionals, okay, clothing styles. So this is northern mountains. It is very important. Okay. So I hope you all understood this northern mountains. Okay. Study this topic and it is very useful. Okay. So it is very important also. It is very important. Study well. Okay. And thank you so much.